Hey, tags are out, saved, and ready to go. Welcome, welcome. And now I noticed I forgot to switch my overlay to waiting screen. Oh, well, doesn't matter. Screw that, I guess. But I think we'll manage something out. Let me just check one last thing. Stream is working out smoothly, perfectly. Yeah, sure, let's go. Close this, open this. Just, okay. Now it's fixed. Okay, just squadron messages, nothing too crazy. Okay, mark of distinction for sailors today. That's our main goal. How? Hello. How well will this work out? Oh, we'll see, we'll see. I reckon it's gonna be alright, you know? Okay, this for sure. African Gulf. Yeah, this for sure is gonna be good. Oh, I wonder what I will see at 5.0, and it's 6.0. Fuck. Even worse. But that's a Helena. Meaning Shima finally gets to speed. And she does that pretty quickly. I can... One, two... Yeah, I think I can drop some torpedoes here. One, two, three. Just block the entrance to A. Then let's switch for Helenas. Well, it's not that bad. The Helenas are focused, and all these zombies are focused not on me. I think. Nope, this one is shooting at me. This one Moffat is. Okay, come on. There's Atlanta. There's Moffats. With HE right now, my best choice is to just try and delete his torpedoes. Because bots are really weird and just put everything on. Torpedoes, depth charges. Meanwhile, I'm just getting destroyed, as always. That's Japan experience for you. When it comes to destroyers, of course. like me, I guess. But here's Helena, so not 1, 2, 3, just to be sure. And let's drop all of the torpedoes. At least one will hit, surely, right? Hard turn left. Also, I forgot to mention, but this is first stream of 2023. After a bit of break, not gonna lie. I tried to put out as many videos as I could. That made for like, I think it was 1 video per 2 days. Also, somehow we broke the record of views, going 2,500 in few days. Like 2,600 something right now, when I last checked. Not bad at all. Well, happy 2023 to everybody. To you too. Still have Chinese New Year to celebrate, and if you're Orthodox, then there's Orthodox New Year in about a week or so. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I remember correctly because today is the Orthodox Christmas Eve, so next week it's gonna be New Year, so 2 more New Years to celebrate. See this as an absolute win. What I don't see as an absolute win is that I'm gonna bitch myself and pretty hard. Yeah. Why is Shima so hard to... Well, maybe not so hard, so easy to kill when it comes to breeders. Okay, Helena dead. See? Told you. I will kill at least 1. Torpedo didn't die. True, true. Not gonna lie, I kinda wasted some of my torpedoes. Should have at least kept, like, well, let's say half of them, around 7, and now drop them. But, well, doesn't matter. Double. Gonna get a triple. Are we gonna get a triple kill with torpedoes? I don't think so. That double kill. I already served my purpose. Now I can spawn in Sendai or Kako. Maybe Kako would be better because she has, well, 200mm guns and pretty good AP. Somewhat effective against Helena's armor. Oop. It's pretty much effective against everything. It explodes early when it comes to destroyers. It's not bad when it comes to penetrating cruisers. Overall, I think it's the best AP you can get at 4.7, up to 5.7. Because, well, it's not a lot of AP rounds. It's first. The because what you can get at 5.3, 4.7 when it comes to cruiser AP. US has on heavy cruisers and light cruisers. Japan has a few. Besides that, I think Italy only. Germany, some of them. Kinda don't wanna risk my chances against this Moffat. 28% crew. Me basically just going out with skeletal crew. Yeah, definitely should have kept like few torpedoes. Here, for example, for this Muppet going to be... It would be such an easy kill. There's also Żelazniaków. Do I have backup? No, I don't. But I do get Type 8 number 2. Which are not bad. But, well... They are slow. Yeah, not gonna live through that. That was close. Oh well. I should throw... No, I can't. He can though. Of course that Moffat can. Kinda sad. But I noticed that it's taking way longer for you to sink. All for that. Not like right now your crew is breaching your ship everywhere. It's completely stupid when you ask me. Oh yeah, we're getting hit, we're below the skeletal crew and we cannot maintain the ship. Better sink it faster than try and, well, recover. Magical. But right now it's working somewhat correctly, so you don't get this weird stuff. That was too far. That was way too far. But that's Detroit, or Raleigh, or Omaha class. They fixed the bug where you had 100% buoyancy but looked like you had 40. Yep, they did that. Right now buoyancy is well shown properly. Also, you're not sinking at like 60 buoyancy, but, well, at 0. That's good too. Finally, yeah. Imagine fixing the game, what are the chances? We're right. But no, I think this was such a game-breaking bug that they had to really quickly fix that. They took their time. That's, well, nothing new. but at least finally. I thought it was my skill issue sinking with half buoyancy. Nope, it was a bug. Finally fixed, but it was a bug. Also, I haven't seen the visual bug where shots were landing way in front of your vessel and still damaging you. So that's good. Right now, all of the shots are shown or rendered properly. At least to my knowledge. Well, fuck. It at least won. And somehow those torpedoes nade at me. No matter. Oh yeah, that was Raleigh. Someone's playing in Arethusa? Wait, what is that? That's Hack's machine. Oh, no matter. We'll see when I kill him. When someone will kill him. But for sure, that's British Light 5.3. Arethusa. Well, I guessed properly. Correctly. Arethusa, British 5.3 light of the left line. After, oh my god, I think it was after Tobruk, and it is the light line, and the line where you go for Marlborough. Early 6 inches, it's not the 6 inches of the town class, it's not the triple turret, it's the dual turret. And here's one of my favorite British ships, Dido. Basically original and better Atlanta, if you ask me. You can have your own opinions. If you ask me, I will take Dido all the time before Atlanta. I don't know why, well, I know why. That's why I made the review, why I prefer Dido over Atlanta. Basically, those 0.25 inch of difference really matters. My War Thunder opinion says 50-50 over those two. My Weeb opinion has very different feelings. Well, comes to Weeb opinion, then I have to go with Atlanta. The Kankole version of Atlanta. Let me just check really quickly. If I... Atlanta? Yep, definitely. I mean, it's basically no questions asked. Kankola version of Atlanta wins. When it comes to War Thunder, Dido wins. I don't really have to say anything more. Is there Atlanta in Azure Lane? Yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I see you, I noticed you, and let's not talk about you. Me the Azure Lane version of Dido wins. For me, well, Azure Lane version of Dido is nice. Not gonna lie, but Kankola version of Atlanta is way better. Just if you ask me. Could always say it's Juno. I don't know. Yeah, pronunciation. That's a city in Alaska. Okay. Is there a... yeah. Ah, okay. The modified Atlanta class. One of the Atlantis in Azure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see it. I see it. Now. You know what? That's even worse. Not gonna lie, that's even worse. Let me see if I can bring that. So that's okay. Save, grab fake as sources. Remains one of those you have to protect. Yeah, because that's a lolly. That's a lolly, so okay, add the source. And well, okay, so yeah, okay, so that's Kankole version of Atlanta. And if you ask me, she wins over Dido and well, everything. Over Dido and over Atlanta's in Azure Lane for sure. Doesn't matter if it's Juno or well, Atlanta. She does. See? Not a lot. Okay, a lot of Muppets, but here's a gearing, so something new. I feel like this is one of the reasons why I prefer Kankole's designs of shipgirls more than a lot of Azure Lane. Not because of the design itself, because visuals can differ. Let's not talk about Fubuki class, because, well, We all know the dude that designed her class. He knows how to draw military equipment, he doesn't really know how to draw girls. So that's a well-established fact. But when it comes to design, I prefer them more because, well, take a screenshot of that. It's not a 6.0 game. Good luck having another one in years. It's 5.7, so it's very close. Wanna bet that there's Helena somewhere over there on the enemy team? Tsuki's in natural lane. Yeah, no. No. For me, what's lacking in Azure lane when it comes to ship design is consistency. Because you have... Okay, besides submarines, but that's completely different story. Because, well, when it comes to, for example, whoever designed them knew what they did. Of course they knew. It's a game catered towards... well... it's a game and design catered towards more, let's say, Eastern audiences. Chinese, Japanese, because, well, they have pretty different laws than European or US laws when it comes to, well, you know what. Okay, Blagorodny is dead. Nice. But going back to the consistency. When you design a class, for example, destroyers, I think what you should follow is the general appearance or proportions that they should have. And, well, something that should be rather maintained. Of course, you can differ a little bit, well, one side or another, smaller, bigger, etc, etc, but, well, consistency. When in Azure Lane case it's okay, you have Nimi that looks like someone from high school, then you have Mutsuki. That I will not say where that class came out from, because kindergarten is way too old for them. Then in Kankole, when it comes to destroyers, most of the destroyers look like, well, most, because there is a bit of inconsistency there too. For example, Akatsuki class, and, well, they differ less, let's say like that. But most of them could pass as high school, young adults, etc, etc. Cruisers the same, heavy, light, everything works, well, the bigger the displacement, the bigger the assets, let's say it like that. Whereas in Azure Lane, well, you can have Hood, for example, big, well, mature feeling, big mature, well, aura, and then you have Nagato. Which the only big thing about her are her guns and tails. Kinda ranting at this point, but, well, forgive me for this, but I'm still Newport. Miyako or Prince? I would like to get either Germany or Japan. I will buy Belfast with what Newport lives and Tornado. I'm biased towards Japan, so I'm gonna say Miyako. It's basically right now one of the best 5.7 you can get. But Prince Eugen is really good choice either. Let's say I have a hard time but I am biased more towards Miyako, even though I don't have her, but well, Japan main, etc, etc. For sure, nothing, whichever you'll buy, it's gonna be good. And don't worry, I'm thinking about selling Newport too. Just if I wanna get the Des Moines or Des Moines, I don't know how to pronounce that. English language is hard. Anyway, if I want to get this class, I will wait until next patch, that when they will come to the tech tree. Would you rather see a new Takao class ship or Nagato? Would I rather see another 6.0 heavy or pushing the meta towards Japan and having 410mm? You know what? Both are good, but Nagato. I have to say Nagato. Just because those 410mm with a reload of 24 seconds. Give me Nagato from 1945 and we're good. I think this will be new meta. Screw Kronstadt, screw Scharnhorst, Alaska. Meta will change again to battleships. Trust me. And this is something that Gaijin will never allow, because they want to keep their Russian bias. If, like, let's say if Nagato is gonna get added into the game, which I wholeheartedly support, I don't think that those 410 will be as good as they should be. Because right now, Japan suffers when it comes to performance of 356mm. It's really hard to penetrate something, and it got to the point where Arizona's AP, which in reality, as I've checked, performed worse than Type 91 shell, currently has more penetration, faster velocity, and more HE filler. Will Nagato be a rank 6 then, and if so, will it come after Fuso, Hyuga or Kongo? After Hyuga. This I have no doubt that she will come after Hyuga. Right now you have Setsu and Fuso, Ikoma and Kongo, and then there will be Hyuga and Nagato. It's not like I wouldn't say it any other way, but I think this is the most logical way. Screw you guys, I'm gonna save you, Moffat. Basically what you can see is that Gaijin really likes to put certain ships or certain ship types together. For example, why is Kongo after Ikoma? Because Kongo first has a battle cruiser, then fast battleship. Very similar when it comes to type. Then I'm like halfway through with Fuso, but I don't even have this Zuya yet. Well, keep on grinding. Zuya is good. Right now, well, Mogami class is the best you can get for Japan. It sounds like Mogami class is the top tier when it comes to cruisers. Sorry. But, think if you wanna get Fuso, then go for Fuso. You will not miss anything, and you might... Okay, how the hell I detonated ammunition storage when I was shooting at the turbines? Okay, I will get Eugen for the premium and Eagles. Yeah, go for it. Don't really... don't really perceive this as a drawback when a lot of guys will say that Eugen is worse because she detonates easily. When it comes to Eugen, I'd say it's, I've had mixed experiences because I quite like the Tone for 6.0 heavy cruiser, sad that it's missing its float planes. Yeah, that's true. A lot of Zuyuns and would be fun to see. Coming back to Eugen and finishing my sentence, because I, of course, stopped halfway through. For me, Eugen is a mixed experience because I can detonate Eugen easily, but when I play Eugen, I think I only got detonated by fires or battleships. I can count on my one hand how many times I got detonated with AP from cruisers or destroyers. It was once time... Oh, hey, it's glorious. It was one time when the weird damage model changes happened, where destroyers were this OP something with HE that could penetrate a battleship armor. And a few times where I got really cocky, got so close that basically anything would pen me. And really well placed shot. That happened like 2 or 3 times. Also float planes for Tone would be nice, because if we see float planes for Tone, then that means we will see float planes for example, the hybrid carrier version of Ise, Yamashiro. That's something that can be looked forward to. Okay, that was quite bad, not gonna lie. Okay, that's Blagorodny. And my bridge is out. Citender Swan, I want my 8k spamming ship. Would be nice to see, not gonna lie, that would be nice to see. But I don't think Gaijin will make something like that. Because from C10 there's very quick and easy way to carriers. I don't think Gaijin will add carriers, neither they should even. Because, well, when you think about that, all the mechanics are there, and, well, I really don't want to see that in games. Cool. That's a lot of HEVT. That was short-lived. Hey, Sendai it is. Yeah. Destroyer 10,000 meters. Yeah, my Japanese lessons finally paid off. Now I know where is a light cruiser and where's a destroyer. Where am I seeing? Is that a Kotobuki skin? Yes, this is a Kotobuki skin. It would be nice when carrier gameplay would let you spawn formations of D3A1 like in the single player missions where they follow a lead plane and you could also switch planes. Yeah, that's what I meant by saying the mechanics are here already to implement carriers. You have float planes, which right now press one button and launch, so instead of types of ammunition under 1, 2, 3, 4 even, you can get different planes like attackers, fighters, or torpedo bombers, dive bombers. Then there is also the mechanic where AI planes will follow the player's plane, like in the single player missions, like in the campaigns, like in single missions, etc. And also the AI planes can mimic what the player is doing, whether it's shooting, whether it's dropping its payload. All I'm saying is all the mechanics are there, but hell no for Gaijin to implement carriers. This is what I have to say about that. Okay, let me just get a drink really quickly. My throat is parched. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna win this. With only me and one Moffat. No fucking way. Against what? 5 players? Okay. Okay, BTD. Wow. Nice. There's Glorious. Just, I think the cars were beautiful ships, but balancing their gameplay would be a nightmare. Exactly. And, well, for the carriers to work, then there's a certain thing that would have to happen. And that certain thing is we have to get bigger maps. Carriers on, well, Naval EC maps, okay, can kinda work because the maps are big enough. But here, well, the importance of carriers and the main advantage of carriers is that they have planes, but the biggest drawback is that they need escort. Cruisers, destroyers, other battleships to draw away fire from them. What we don't have in War Thunder is fucking teamwork. Yes, the team is playing together, but it's besides squads and besides the real, well, naval ECs and, well, very singular instances, people in team are not playing as a team, but they are playing in one team, but as one-man army. You never have people working together, and you will never see escort ships working as escorts, so smoking battleships, being closer to battleships to provide AA support, blah blah blah. I can go on and on and on. I even might go on and on and on. Right now, well, as you can see. Okay, you could use Isuzu instead of Kako. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna bring Isuzu next match. Let's see how well she will perform. Look, I bring the Kako. I might even swap G5 to Isuzu. Well, simply because there is Kako has her certain role, which is when I play in up tier 5.7, 6.0, I have AP to damage cruisers. On the other side of the waterline, what is your opinion on subs in Naval? Might give sub chasers a new role and depth charges a meaning. Well, basing my opinion on what happened in World of Warships, which I don't think is a very valid reason to base my opinion on. No, no, please no. Yes, I know that it's subs would give depth charges or even ASW weapons in general, because we all have ASW rockets too. Meaning, well, no, the balancing issue would be too hard. Also, even though we have a submarine gameplay, Fly posted the mission already of the German U-boat, and I think Dollar posted too on the test drive, etc. I don't think that this would be okay. We still need to get, first of all, sonar, working sonar, because neither destroyers nor cruisers have sonar implemented in the game. We don't have any idea how to locate, well, submarines at this moment. How would this GUI look? I don't know. Whether it would be another radar like on the screen, whether it would be another mode of radar, I don't know. What I'm saying is right now, it would be very hard to balance submarines. Would be alright-ish for, because, well, first of all, torpedoes would have to work as torpedoes, not as hit shells. Right now, how they are modeled is you have hit shells, you have hit charge in front of the torpedo tube, and that's how the damage is done, calculated on the explosive mass, etc. Blah 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 blah. It's not a properly working torpedo. That's why it's sometimes hard and sometimes a cruiser or destroyer eating 3-5 torpedoes and not dying, and sometimes it's a torpedo going, well, let me just point somewhere here and going straight through the ammunition storage. Which, if it would work properly, then torpedo would explode here. Sometimes it would reach the ammunition storage if it was placed bad enough. Well, for example, British destroyers, etc., or if it had enough explosive mass. Well, look, long lances and their devastating effect that could be observed on photos. But for example, the 533mm air torpedo of the US, it was Mark 9? Mark 9 was British. I forgot the name of the one. It wouldn't deal enough damage, and right now it does. Magic. What might das boot OST played in hunger? Yeah, that would be nice. Also, giving depth charges right now without any meaningful way to implement submarines was a bad idea on the Gaijin side. That being said, it was one of the many bad decisions. Still, and well, right now depth charges are almost useless. Some players are just bringing them on coastal ships, on the smaller ships, to, well, show their skills. Killing battleships, killing cruisers, going very close. But other than that, there's no point in bringing depth charges and ASW rockets. Do you play Naval EC as well? If you were to pick 4 Japanese vessels to bring into EC, which would these be? Only 4. Well, first of all, Kongo, second of all, Shimakaze, third of all, Akizuki, fourth would be either Mogami or Mikuma. Mikuma interchangeable with Suzuya. That's my top 4. Kongo, first of all, speed, guns, mobility and anti-air capability with the distance that Naval EC maps provide. Her armor is pretty effective. Well, Shima and Akizuki simply because you have to have 4.7, 5.0 vessel, and Akizuki has one of the best guns in the game when it comes to destroyers. Sadly, it's only HE and no SAP. That's really sad, but oh well. You can still manage pretty well with them. Shimakaze, same idea, speed and torpedoes. Mogami, because, well, Mogami is the best cruiser that you can get in Japan, and it's really easy to earn the spawn points and then maintain the spawn points to spawn in Mogami. And Suzuya Mikuma because, well, light cruisers are sometimes really useful depending on the situation. I've had quite a few times I've had better luck destroying all the vessels, detonating their ammo, depleting their crew with these 155mm guns than with 203mm of heavy cruisers like Mogami. Depth charges are fun when fighting unsuspecting enemies or in close quarters. Yeah, exactly. But you don't get any meaningful way other than that to bring those depth charges. Okay. Kizuki is really nice for gaining SP fast. I broke my Kongo once, but since there is no backup mechanic, I sat on the repair cost, which sucked. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. If you get focused a lot, I was thinking of bringing Setsu instead. Setsu is... I have mixed feelings when it comes to Setsu. It's alright-ish enough. Before the damage changes, her armor was surprisingly okay. Also, same with guns, the 12 inches. Right now, I wouldn't recommend her. It's good when you want to spade and bring some variation to your gameplay. Other than that, no, I cannot recommend bringing Setsu. No anti-air capability, armor is weak enough for, well, Helena to penetrate you. God fucking damn it, I hate SKR-7. Screw you. Gonna capture AA anyway. No, sets right now, well, right now I don't think any, and I say any, World War I interwar vessel is good. So it is heavy cruiser meta in EC then. Alaskas are hard to deal with. Kinda, true. You're not the easiest target, that's for sure. But I did have a lot of maybe not lag, because it's not lag when it comes to that, but you can detonate her pretty easily under first turret. When it comes to heavy cruiser meta, kinda. Heavy cruisers are better in Naval EC due to bigger range of the guns and better performance of heavier guns, having more mass and having better, well, better, how should I call it, better performance of over distance than light cruisers. Newport in EC. Mark 21 success. Yes, you have 7 seconds reload, but what's the point of having 7 seconds reload when your shell is not damaging anything? This is also my main reason why I don't play heavy cruisers when it comes to US. It's not worth it. Played Baltimore, I played Northampton, I played Pensacola. From all those three, only I would say Northampton is good enough and fun enough to play for me to consider playing it again. Other than that, those guns are weak. For US, keep yourself to light cruisers. Cleveland, Fargo, Brooklyn, if you have Helena, which I'm saying with really big disgust and loss. Really fucking... For planes in EC, what are your picks? I often go for Kika since it's fast enough to catch the AI jets on the Denmark map, and then either G8 and 1 for bombs or Ki 67 Otsu as a torpedo carrier. I don't usually bring planes. Right now I don't feel like with the spam of HEVT in terms of Britain, Soviets, US, basically allied nations have HEVT, which they equip on almost all of their guns, be it secondary, be it primary. That's why I don't play planes. For my picks, Kika, that's for sure, because of the speed. Back then I would bring R2Y2, because of the bomb payload. And also the speed. Not either H8 or H6K1 is nice. Well, 2 aerial long lances. That's always almost good. Something with long fuel efficiency. That's for sure. If you're chugging through fuel like crazy, then... For example, that's why planes like... I'm talking right now about Air EC, which we don't see anymore. Sadly, it was really nice not having to play simulator battles for... and to have a naval... Air EC experience, because there was Air EC. R2A2 now has too high of BR, sadly. Yeah, that's true. That's kinda sad. I don't even know why it's 7-7. It doesn't deserve this. 7-7, yeah, no. It's really not the best plane to face. Because at 8.7 you already face... R2A2 has a bomb sight though. Yeah, but you can't bring it. Unless Gaijin will push... what's it called? Unless Gaijin will push BR with the introduction of Nagato, Bismarck and Iowa up to 7.7 or 8.0 even. Then we might see stuff happen. Truly, it's something... dreaming is free. Yeah, exactly. Truly, well, I don't think Gaijin should bring more up tier or decompress the BRs in Naval. This is the only place where I will say BR decompression is not the way. Ground, air, yeah, decompress the BRs. Go to 12.0, go to 13.0. Yeah, that's for sure. Naval, don't you fucking go above 7.0. We already struggle enough when with AA when someone brings Arado or other jet bombers, jet fighters into the game. It's really not the way. Also, Tim, thanks for subbing to channel. I just looked at the Streamlabs. They could limit playing BR. They could. They won't. That's my reason. They won't, because if they limit playing BR, yes, this would resolve all the problems. This would satisfy people with that play Naval on a regular basis. Okay, that's the word what I was looking for. But I can truly imagine the backlash that they would receive from all those players that don't play Naval. Oh my god, how could you limit the BR of planes in Naval? Why I can't bring my A4E and why I can't bring my Phantom into against the 1930 battleship or 1920 battleship? Why I can't do that and drop my bombs from Mach 1? Even though they never play Naval, they never reach the battleship point, they will never, well, use those battleships even if they buy one. But of course they will say things like that. I wonder how Naval would play out if there were Iowa class or Yamato. Ships would have a hard time killing them, and IRL it took lots of bombs and torps to sink them. Well, HE meta and spam fires. No, but jokes aside, Yeah, true that especially Yamato class would be really hard Naval to crack. Because, well, Yamato had the biggest armor, Yamato had the biggest guns. Well, the super battleship wasn't... Yamato wasn't named super battleship for nothing. Maybe... no, for Clemson. That's not Clemson, that's Barker. For sure, with Iowa class it would be a bit easier, because Iowa class has, well, lesser armor, you know. Iowa class was designed to counter Congo class, and in turn they received... I forgot, I would have to check, but it was around 300-ish armor. Wasn't 300? Correct me if I'm wrong, because it was around 280, 290 millimeter of armor belt. And the main reason why Iowa class was so successful is because of the guns and mobility, just like Congo class. Okay, Iowa class. Iowa class battleship. With the armor belt of... belt 307 millimeters. Okay, my bad. Around 300. Okay, 307 millimeter, 12.1 inch of armor belt. So basically, what we have already 307. Let me just check, but we have even more armor when it comes to, for example, we have the armor on Fuso. We have the even bigger armor on Arizona. So yeah, Iowa would again be a ship not truly unkillable, but it would be a ship well, where its main capabilities would be those guns and mobility. The thing with Yamato is that it was the biggest ever in almost every metric. Everything after would be downsizing. At Naval is mainly ship-on-ship combat, where she would sit uncontested. True. True that. Then again, World of Warships somehow made that work. War Thunder will make that work. Degrading armor is a thing. No matter how strong this armor of Yamato is, she will... well, is the World of Warships thing? Maybe not. But, well... World of Warships make it work. Well, spam HE, spam HE, and spam HE. And magically penetrate the citadel of Yamato. That's how World of Warships made it work. But in War Thunder, like I said, degrading armor. That's all I have to say. No matter how thick the armor belt of Yamato is, no matter Montana's Grosse Kurfürst, Stalingrads and stuff make some prims to make sure I can get easy kill with stock. Yeah, but you're talking about paper ships. Besides Kronstadt right now, the other paper ship that we'll get that I can think of on the top of my mind is Sovietsky Soyuz. Which, not gonna lie, I would be more okay with than having Kronstadt in game. Simply because, first, the guns that existed, unlike the Kronstadt guns. And was more constructed, the design is more known and more finished, etc, etc, etc. Not that it would be good, because 410mm before Nagata or before... I forgot which US battleship had 410mm. Imagine if they had Petropavlovsk. Please no. Please don't make me imagine that. Please don't make me imagine them adding Project H-class. Please don't make me imagine Gaijin adding Project A100, 150, Super Yamato. Oh, okay, that's 6.0. Hammond, where are you? And you saying that the 6.0 will never happen again. Here, Helena, 6.0. But, well, Gaijin should never make it like World of Warships, because World of Warships right now, every ship has a gimmick. If your ship doesn't have a gimmick, then it's not a ship. You know? That's why I don't play World of Warships right now. Besides all the historical inaccuracy, do you think the French Navy... When do you think the French Navy will come? 1 patch, 2 patches, are you looking forward to it? Yes, of course I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing all the World War II navies that could be added, be it Swedish or quote-unquote Scandinavian navy, so Finland, Norway, Denmark and Sweden combined into one tree. This way you could have battleships, you could have cruisers, a lot of them, you could have destroyers, coastal tree fully fleshed out. French Navy as, well, the big four of the London Naval Treaty. It's something that I really look forward to. Dunkirk, Rombach, Uragan class, destroyers, a lot of pretty good cruisers, a lot of pretty unique designs. Because right now the only design, I wouldn't mind a Nordic tech tree, exactly. The only thing right now that we would have... Did the Nordic countries even had anything bigger than cruisers or DDs? Yes, they had a subclass of battleships called coastal defense vessels or coastal defense ships, which in terms of displacement, armor and guns were basically a slower battleships with a lot of AA, but with the speed of World War I battleship. Mainly hull too. Armor was not so complemented because, well, the displacement, you could see that on HMS Glorious that we have in-game, that working on Baltic Sea or Black Sea when it comes to Romanian Navy, that might come and complement the Italian Navy, and not Soviet Navy, Letucci. That could work too. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, it was mostly Sweden and Finland that had coastal defense ships. Oh, fucking hell. Oh my god. I didn't expect anyone to spawn here. Sure didn't expect me... being Okay, no fucking way, he's just gonna... Okay. Italian Navy is somewhat lagging behind in tech right now. I don't play it, but I hope for them to get some new toys. Yeah, true. They really lack something. First of all, you have to... Nice torpedo kill. Yeah, not gonna lie, this torpedo kill was basically me just... Okay, this dude is really not paying attention. Hey, repair the torpedoes. Repair the fucking torpedoes. The only thing I'm asking you is to repair my torpedo tubes. You're not repairing them. Now you're repairing them, okay. Finally. Okay, another torpedo. Yeah, now he's turning, see? Italy lacks a lot. For example, like I said in my way older video about Andrea Doria, that, well, then it was a dev block, it was a big thing. Second battleship for Italy. And then we found out that Andrea in the game is not the Andrea we were hoping for. It was not the World War II version of Andrea. It was some weird way with smaller guns, with no AA, with less speed, etc. So I don't know, now we might see another of the Andrea Doria class. This time World War II version. We still don't have Vittorio Veneto or Littorio class, however you wanna call it. This is the same. So Roma, for example, the big thing about Navy, Italian Navy. It's just satisfying to watch a torpedo kill. Had one with one of my long lances in EC, which arrived at its target after more than 5 minutes. Yeah, it is truly satisfying. Seeing the launching a torpedo and, well, looking, just forgetting about it and then seeing this on the kill feed, getting 1, 2 or sometimes 3 torpedo kills at once, because it happens in EC is, well, something truly unique. Okay, especially when you consider that you don't have a lot of torpedoes with such range and speed. That's why long lances are the best. You will never have a torpedo with such range, World War II torpedo, implemented, unless... Hey, yay! HEVT from what? 10 kilometers? 9 kilometers? Cool, really cool. And even though if they have range, they don't have speed. And if they don't have speed, it's truly hard to aim at ships, because the lead that you have to take is truly big. Then you take long lance and just press X, look at the torpedo prediction, launch them, launch 5 of them, launch 10 of them, hell, launch all of them, and 5-10 minutes in, what are the fireworks? Fuck me. This was HE, and I made it really easy. I actually prefer EC over naval realistic for this reason because stores have time to travel and you can follow objectives, spawn a lot of ships, progress with SP and no bots. Dude, I truly agree with you. Naval EC is something that I wholeheartedly am for. I really support the weekly Naval EC because of the lack of Helena spam. 5% 6.0 vessels are viable there. Exactly. Also, there's something more, which is called, well, the objectives, like you mentioned. And right now I'm just playing Naval Realistic, not because I don't want to play Naval EC, because trust me, I really want to play Naval EC, but I still have 2 stars to get the coupon for to sell Newport News, and this is basically the only reason why I'm playing Naval RB, not Naval EC. Poi. Yeah, poi poi. Only 3 episodes left, and I'm binge watching season 2 of Cancole. Yes, I know it's coming out. Have to remind me. I was waiting for it since the movie came out. And from the looks of it, season 2 is gonna be pretty decent. Didn't even bother grinding the event, I knew I wouldn't have the time to complete. Well, not gonna lie, I really struggled around half of the event time. Simply because I used top tier, and right now top tier is just infested. First star, second star was okay. There was not a lot of spam of Helenas, right, etc. Right now, one of the reason why I'm not playing here is because it's unplayable. No matter if you bring Helena, no matter if you bring Żelezniaków, Komuna, Kronstadt, anything, it's truly not a fun place to be right now. God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it, there's a glorious. I've ended up some days at 5 AM to finish. Yeah, I would too, but I have some really not fun thing called work that I have to attend to be able to grind in my free time. That being said, I somehow manage, after changing BR to 4.7, British 4.7, those destroyers, Diana or Diana, however you wanna pronounce this, Tobruk, Armada. God damn it, those things are OPAF. Maybe not OPAF, but truly those are destroyers that I wouldn't mind picking over and over and over and playing with them, because they are a lot of fun. And right now, to get some variety, I'm playing 5.0 Japan. Having a lot of fun, bringing some torp kills, bringing some well, other stuff. Playing with Sendai. Sendai is one of my favorite 5.0 cruisers. Also, the main reason why I'm getting Newport News is to sell it and then probably get myself Yudachi and or other ships, depending on the price of NN. I'm gonna try and sneak up on these glorious. I think ships like Kuma Sendai are not the best, but I like their style and how they look. Not the best at 5.0. Talking strictly about 5.0. At 5.0, I think Sendai is one of the better. Not the best, but one of the better. Truly, simply because those 140mm are working, and they are working really nice. And survivability and mobility are good also. Anti-air capabilities of Sendai at 5.0, they are maybe not the best. They are not 40mm Bofors of US or UK, but they are good-ish. And that's why I like her. And if Gaijin would somehow implement night battles, please, I will bring Sendai just for the meme. Just for the naval battle meme. I assume we are getting a review of certain Japanese heavy cruiser that starts with M and ends with Yoko. It is my plan. It is my plan. I am not denying, not I am confirming it. But I have this certain ship on my list. Right now I'm putting any high tier review on hold just because how infested top tier is. It's truly hard to capture any footage when all you get is 5 to 10 Helenas shooting at you. But I can confirm that there is reviewed in EC. EC is alright, but how should I say it? I'm lazy. I'm a lazy bastard. And when you tell me record 3-hour footage and then watch it again just to find all the good parts, I'm like, maybe it's not gonna lie, it's better to just review the 18 to 20 minutes of Naval RB, even though it's fucking shit show with Helenas, Żelezniakovs, etc. And do you know which of the Clans carriers has the best forward-facing angles? If I remember correctly, Shima has one of the better. Don't look at cruisers. You have NVIDIA highlights. No, I just open my Streamlabs, I just press record, and then the magic happens. NVIDIA highlights is good, but sometimes there's a problem with sound. It's recorded too quiet, and when I boost it above a certain level, like around up to 15-16 decibels is okay to pump up the volume. Above that is just a buzzy mess. To record the kills I'm not. I sometimes are using it, but most of the times it's just me popping up with Streamlabs, OBS, whatever I'm having currently on right now. Pressing the record button, and if the footage is good, then I'm leaving the footage, like after playing, like let's say 5 matches, then I review from the replays. Okay, this because you can check here how good you did. Fuck, I didn't mean to press the replay. But if the replay has certain kill that I'm pretty proud of, that is good to show, or if the match itself, I think, yeah, this was one that I edited yesterday and posted the video about, one of the few, 6 kills in Diana, then yeah, I'm recording that replay again and edit, put some music, review it, some basic color grading to look a little bit nicer, change, fix the audio, etc, etc. Post it. And with reviews, it's basically the same, but I'm looking more for the longer footage, just like with Paryskaya Komuna. When I recorded longer battles, well, first of all, because it's a battleship, second of all, longer clips are better than to keep attention on my voice and on what is presented to you by voice and not by well, footage, because I mean, probably all the content creators are telling the same thing, and I wholeheartedly agree that for every like 5 minutes of footage, 10 minutes of footage, my 60% buoyancy abandon ship, yeah. But yeah, like to just finish the sentence, for like 5 minutes of footage, I have around 2 to 3 hours of deleted footage. Unless I'm on some sort of winning spree and killing spree, then rarely, but sometimes it happens that I am able to make myself work with half an hour of footage. Happens very rarely. Cool, another 6.0. This wasn't the best spawn, not gonna lie. Okay, drop the torpedoes. Now let's watch the magic happen, because at 6.0, Helena Eugen, no fucking way I'm surviving that. No fucking way. Excuse for my language. But yeah, no way I'm surviving an encounter against Eugen and Helena, or 2 Helenas at once. Not in Shima. Shima is very squishy. Even when you compare her to other Japanese destroyers. The squishiness of her is immense. But torpedoes are launched, so maybe I'll get some kills. For sure, I am not leaving this match after dying once. First of all, I don't want to deal with the crew lock. Second of all, I think we can make this match work. For the middle. Screw you, Moffat. Now you swim where I want you to swim. Sail. Good night, was a fun stream. Good night. If you want to hop on, I'll be streaming tomorrow too, around the same hour, but tomorrow will be Escape from Tarkov stream. Exploring some streets, the new map. Okay, wow. Player Moffat, okay, I did not expect that. So yeah, tomorrow some difference instead of your normal War Thunder. Maybe War Thunder on Sunday, Naval EC, if I'll have time and if I'll have the ability to do it. Probably not at this hour. If anything, I'll just post a notification on the community page that I'll be streaming on Sunday, but I don't think that will happen. Friday, Saturday, sure. That's for sure. Today War Thunder, tomorrow, or well, today even because it's 1:40 AM. Some Escape from Tarkov, grinding more, probably doing some factory runs and grabbing some gear, and well, trying to polish my skill, which I don't have, so I don't know what I'm trying to polish. Something. And yeah, as I said, exploring streets of Tarkov. People are saying that this is a cool looking new map. I'll finish my last star. Okay, tomorrow. Okay, so probably Sunday. Well, like I said before, why I'm bringing Kako. And I'm bringing Kako just because it's like here. I don't wonder why British heavy cruisers have less armor than light ones. Because it's the classification is not based on armor, but on armament. Heavy cruisers have heavier armament, hence the name. Okay, double hit with torpedoes. Was nice. Okay, we might see a double kill with the Shima torpedoes. Nice. And why do they have lesser armor? I don't think that the answer they were designed in this way works. I'm sorry that I don't have a good answer for that. Simply because they were designed in this way, mostly focused on operating on maybe not the inland waters, but for sure the more rougher waters of Atlantic, not the calm and safe-ish waters of Pacific. That's why the mobility and top stability was perceived as more important than armor. Also because Brits disregarded Japan as this is mostly my interpretation, of course, based on the events. Also because Brits disregarded Japan as their enemy until the late 30s, where a lot of the cruisers were already built or already in dockyards. Germany never had a lot of fleet anyway, and they were supposed not to have a lot of fleet besides the obsolete World War I dreadnoughts and some cruisers, just like, for example, the Deutschland class, so Panzerschiffe or Panzerschiff, or the older, more obsolete dreadnoughts like Schleswig-Holstein, which was the battleship that fired the first shots of the World War II, bombarding the shore defenses of Westerplatte on Hel Peninsula in Poland. That's why if Schleswig-Holstein will come to the game, I'll make sure to target it first. For no particular reason, no. And like I said, the Atlantic is sea and ocean Atlantic is a bit more rougher than Pacific, just like the name suggests. Pacific, the calm sea. Asprim, surely. Well, doesn't matter. I'm gonna kill it, not have it. And like I said, disregarding maybe not Italy, but France was to deal with Italy as the Mediterranean Sea. Britain was more concerned about Germany. And like I said, the Germans were supposed not to have a powerful navy, which they didn't. Yeah, we gave the name to the Pacific, not a bad one for wooden ships. Exactly. Was it true? Wait, was it really Spanish that give the name to Pacific? Pacific. I don't know, Pacifico? Forgot. No, it's either Spanish or Latin name for Pacific Ocean that translates to calm sea. For sure it's not French nor British. We're the first to get there. Yep. That I know. That I am aware of. Well, you were the first one there, so of course you get the right. Pacific is Pacifico, calm, relaxed. Yep. Even though I don't know Spanish, I remember that Pacifico was the Spanish name. Or at least that's where the name Pacific was made from. Okay, Magical Atlanta. And to sail around it. Yes, I know that Spain was the first one to sail around the Pacific. and to sail around the globe. Oh hey, booster 75%. Nice. Not bad, not bad at all. Do I wanna switch something? Not to a Gano. 5.0 is good enough. Maybe to 4.7? Nah, 4.7 and 5.7, but I don't have anything to counter that. Also, Sendai is rank 4. Nah, let's keep it this way. So yeah, remember something from my history lessons. Good to know. Under should I get Agano? No. If you have... what was it after Agano? If you have Suzuya, then no, don't bother. First of all, no lineups around 5.3 in Japan. You either go for lower 5.0 and then you're bringing everything up to 6.3 and 6.0 way easier than at 5.0. Or you get the lineup of 5.7 plus Agano, and in this case you could do nothing with these 15 centimeter guns. Under 50 millimeter SAP is worse than the one on 140 millimeter. And with how it's currently maybe HE, but HE is not as good on them either because it lacks HE filler. Have to forget my World of Warships days. You can't. That's the... well, maybe not the bad part, but you can't. Just try and focus on the good parts, if there were any. I for sure have some good memories about World of Warships. Simply because it was the only game that had World War II vessels other than submarines playable. In, well, playable in other ways than strategy. Because, yes, when it comes to strategies, there were some, but when it comes, even right now, when it comes to games where you could play as a destroyer, cruiser, battleship, or in case of World of Warships carrier, then there is no other game, there are no other games than War Thunder and World of Warships. Those are only two games. Recently, just recently, the Destroyer the U-Boat Hunter came out. This is the only somewhat realistic game about a destroyer. There that you could, well, control, and not in a strategic way, so point and click, etc, etc, but like a true control. And right now nothing, kind of War on the Sea also, kind of, but War on the Sea is more focused on, even though you can control one, you have to control all of them, and not like you just hop into the battleship, for example, I don't know, Iowa, Texas or Congo, and just control this one, sail around, I don't know, escort, bombard, fell the shores or something, I don't know. You still have to go onto the strategic map, plan the courses there, then when encounter comes, then you can only control it more directly. War on the Sea is a good game, don't get me wrong, but it's not what I am looking for right now. What I am looking for is what U-boat Destroyer Hunter. This is the only thing that is right now currently available. I remember I was Japanese Destroyer player, Stealth Torpedo ones, loved Fubuki, maybe or maybe not because I saw certain anime. Well, may or may not because of certain anime, I love Congo. That's what I have to say. I wish there was a faction-based game like Naval Action for World War II. Yeah, that would be nice to see. But yeah, game like... I wish there was a game like War Thunder. I'm burning glove. Yes, yes. One of the reasons why I picked this certain battleship. The fact that she was voiced by one of my favorite voice actors in Japan, so Toyama Nao is also a nice touch. But yeah, I would love to see a single-player campaign-based game with gameplay of Destroyer U-boat Hunter or War Thunder, but maybe with breach view, so more realistic, but centered around cruisers or battleships, not only destroyers and not only ASW capabilities of the destroyers. No, those destroyers were not only for that, mostly, but not only. Because, well, without destroyers there wouldn't be any reconnaissance done on the longer ranges, not on the range of float planes, torpedoes, screening, a lot of things destroyers did. So did cruisers. And I would really love to see a game where I can stand behind the as a captain of a battleship. It doesn't have to be a certain battleship, it doesn't have to be Congo, it doesn't have to be Nagato, it doesn't have to be Bismarck, but a battleship nonetheless. King George V, Jean Bart, Richelieu, Texas, Iowa. I'll take it. I'm just saying, I'll take it. But yeah, currently, right now, nothing is a U-boat style. Kinda. But, like I said, U-boat style, but more of a Silent Hunter style, but focused on naval surface warfare, not on ASW or the submarines. Because yes, when it comes to that, you have U-boat, you have Wolfpack, you have Silent Hunter, you have all of the games that are based around submarines. You don't have any games based around a battleship. You don't have any games based around cruisers. You have two games based around destroyers. You have Destroyer Naval Command, which is a really old game, which I never knew existed before my friend brought that to me when we were talking about this kind of stuff. and Destroyer U-Boat Hunter. It's the only games currently. So right now, at this point, I don't know. I think it would be easier to start learning programming, historical accuracy, and make my own game. Because I don't think that this will happen. A really, really long time. Maybe if some game dev hears me, hello, I'm a Venter. I would love to play your game if you have a game like that. This point here. I'm not talking like in 3 years, 4 years, because maybe, who knows? Maybe this year at Steam there will be an announcement that, hey, a game like this is coming out. Maybe check it out. Or next year. Who knows? I'm not someday you will see, someday. I hope I will not be too old for that. But no, I don't think I will be too old for video games. It's truly a medium that just need a sequel for the movie Battleship. No, no. Or if it comes to propagating, then yes. If it comes to spreading the awareness of it, okay, yes. If it comes to like the sequel to this movie, no. No, I don't think it was a good movie. People like it. I don't deny that. People like it. I didn't. Sorry. But as always, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I'm not negating that people are enjoying a certain series, shows. God fucking damn it. If it's what it takes to get the game, I'm willing to do it. Maybe. We'll see. Right now, I don't think anything will happen like that. I was wondering what is the Emden shooting at. So there's a ship, a vessel. Okay. Yeah, I'll read that in a moment. Right now I'm more focused on maneuvering, so I won't hit torpedoes. Oh god damn it, that was perfect hit. I hate the movie, you see, I love a certain carrier named Grey Ghost, so you see, I keep telling people we can't use battleships, but that movie has already made the damage. Yeah, truly. Torpedo beat. No, that wasn't a torpedo beat. It was a muffled torpedo beat, if anything. Oh, not gonna lie, for torpedo beats to work, I would have to go into arcade to get truly a torpedo beat. Wait, what? for War Thunder standards. Yeah, kinda, but then again, I've had torpedo beats, not in War Thunder standards, but uh, in World of Warship standards, in War Thunder. So, oh yeah. In realistic battles, so, well, my standards are set high. Fuck. I was hoping I would get the assignment to World of Warship series pays off. Yeah, that's true. And here you don't have this certain indicator that torpedoes are coming, so you have to just fake it till you make it. And maybe, just maybe, you will see the torpedoes. At least it's good that we have the water trail. Because if Gaijin decided to make it even more realistic, then at 4-meter depth, then we would see no torpedoes at all. Horrible for the gameplay, but for realistic reasons, it would be pretty damn good. Kako going down. Okay. Okay, destroyer 6,000 meters to front. Would you look at that? Destroyer 6,000 meters to the front. Like I said. Japanese lessons paid off. And if you ask me, where do they teach you about how to discern certain classes of vessels in Japanese? Don't ask me such questions. Just... There was a certain game that is not available to the West. You had to learn Japanese, or at least pretend that you know Japanese, to and try and work around. But I still play it until this day. And oh, in the voice lines, I managed to learn how to spell battleship, how to spell carrier, how to discern everything. Magic. Damn. It was close. The game that got me in all of these World War II ships was Pacific Fleet. Well, for me, it wasn't a game. I was never... Well, I was a fan of strategies, I was a fan of games, etc. But not a fan of World War II right now, back then. And up until I think I was 16, 17, I wasn't playing games like Battle Stations Midway, Silent Hunter, Pacific Fleet, etc, etc. There was a lot of games like that, and I know, but I've never played them. And then... well, it was mostly a history, books and documentaries, not movies, because at this point the good movies about naval combat was that I've seen was, I think it was Tora Tora Tora, for sure. I don't know the English name for that. I know that it's named Tora 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 in Polish, at least the movie title, about the attack on Pearl Harbor. There was Midway, there was the documentary Singing the Bismarck, etc, etc. A lot of things like that, and that what got me into naval stuff. Because World War II was always a passion of mine. It just extended and split from planes, because I've always loved planes, to, well, getting a general knowledge of tanks, of infantry, and ships. And, well, not gonna lie, ships stuck to me, and right now I'm stuck with ships. And planes, but ships in most cases. And it's truly fun reading about them, watching documentaries, watching videos on YouTube about them, learning. Well, I still remember at this point when I was in high school, the second grade of high school, because in Poland you had, when I was there, you had 3 years of high school. Then it was a maturity exam, and then you go to either university or college, whatever. Second grade of high school, and well, basically, myself alone was carrying a few history classes based around Pacific theater of World War II, arguing with my teacher about the importance of Guadalcanal, not Midway, because in my history book what's it called in English? Textbook, my history textbook, it was said that Midway was the turning point, and I was like, yeah, no fucking way it was. And then got into a bit of a heated argument with, but heated but polite argument with my teacher. We were debating more than just arguing about whether or not was it Midway or was it Guadalcanal. Maybe it was Leyte Gulf. Maybe it was Mariana's shoot, the great Mariana Turkey shooting. And, well, that was how I carried my class and, well, earned quite a few good grades back then, and carried over my class for like 2-3 weeks. And, mind you that I was in extended history or advanced history classes, because, well, you could choose whether you want to go into the standard course or the advanced, let's call it like that, course. I was in the advanced. Pretty much no one was interested, besides maybe some that was like, okay, he's saying this, his teacher is saying that, what's the point? But that was one of the nicer moments of the high school that I remember from the top of my head. Arguing with a teacher, one of the nicer moments. Truly, could have worded that better. For me, I have a bonus because my Latin teacher loves World War II, World War I, Rome, history in general, and my history teacher loves Belgic history, so we hang out sometimes to talk about those things. Our most heated... Okay. Argument we had was about the most important ships in history. Oh yeah, that is something that I could imagine was a heated argument. Such a shame, I mean, this is my last year with them. Well, as always, don't be sad because it's ending, be happy because it happened. Like the quote goes. Also, what do you think were the most important ships? I wanna see your... Or, well... the most important, maybe events in the naval history. Yeah, maybe not ships, but what do you think were the most important events in the naval history? We need to consider. Our conclusion were HMS Victory, USS Enterprise, but I couldn't choose one. I would say neither of those, actually. The most important for me would be... depends on the view. Yeah, but for me, it would be HMS Dreadnought. That's for sure, because this is the beginning of an era. Very short, but truly a very important era, going from the maybe not the age of sail, but the age of steam and the age of ironclads to age of dreadnoughts, the age of modern warfare, the split of battleships, cruisers in modern terms, and destroyers. Not torpedo boat destroyers, but destroyers. It saved us from the French. Yeah, but then the important history of Spain, because here, because if that's the case, then, for example, here the most important ship would be ORP Piorun for Polish, because it was the ship that went a destroyer that went 1v1 with Bismarck. And even though the duel and the artillery duel, it wasn't the what's it called? It wasn't the torpedo, but it was artillery duel with Bismarck. That was one of the most important ship in Polish history. Galleons, yes. I love Piorun. Such a shame that Piorun goes unnoticed in a lot of history books. The three salvos and the radio communicate, "I am Paul," like a slap across the face to Bismarck crew, like, fuck you, we are a Polish destroyer and we're gonna kick your ass. And in some terms they did, because, well, without Piorun, Royal Navy would never locate Bismarck. The Bismarck would be able to sail safely to German shores. Not to me, I'm sure of that. Of course. like, I think we can agree that, like you said, you know how much fun I have when I tell variables the history. Oh, I could imagine. I can truly imagine. My Bismarck, the best ship of the World War II, the best ship in history, gets shit on by a destroyer. Truly, a bit of an underappreciated part of the World War II. Hey, Żelazniakow. Yeah, like you said, it really depends on the view because, well, for you, most important ships were galleons because colonial empires. For me, I would say it's got one that is not a ship but a type, the subs, for obvious reasons. Then, kinda, but then here I would say that carriers. The carriers were the most important, and still are. You can have a smaller big boat, but can it go underwater? True that, true that. And yes, I know you can counter my point with I-500 Japanese submarines that were carrying up planes. The submarine carriers. Yeah. That's why I will say that in advance. But truly, I think carriers are the most important ships in the history. Again, the capability of bringing planes and bringing air superiority, which is one of the most important things in modern warfare, is something that cannot go without appreciation. God damn it, my bridge is out. And here I was like, yeah, why did Gaijin never added Tenryu class? Would be such a nice class to have. And then at 5.0. Yeah, Japan and US and UK still have a lot of ships and classes to be added without even going a basic need to go over and to the post-war, whether post-war destroyers or cruisers, the artillery ones. For sure no, for sure no. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna show that. Fuckers, I have to every Japanese subs to use subs probably. Yeah, Japan was thoroughly ignorant when it comes to subs. because they could have utilized them way, way better. And basically they lost... One of the reasons they lost the naval war was because of the inefficient way of using the submarines. Also, Kako is surprisingly durable. Here's Helena, here's Żelezniakow, here's Moffat, here's... Oh no, sorry, that's Cleveland, not Helena. But he was Detroit. And I was still going somewhat-ish strong. Okay, I'm gonna bring Isuzu just for the torpedoes. Yeah, this wasn't the best match, not gonna lie. Yeah, no way in hell we're gonna win this. Also no reload, why? I want more torpedoes. Even though I know it's probably not the best way to keep my ship afloat, having more oxygen-powered torpedoes. And then we got one thing clear. Okay, which is... Now I'm curious. Transports have been one of the main points of in naval history. Yeah, that's true. That is actually true. I mean, the whole naval history wouldn't even occur without transports, because, well, why the naval advancement happened? People wanted to go across the big water. So they made bigger boats. The bigger boats were first used for transport, and then they were used for warfare, because then people realized, so if they can transport people, then for sure they can transport weapons. And why, if so, then why not weaponize them? You can have as many ships as you want. If you can't move anything, you are done. True. If you can't move your resources, and, well, if you have to operate from only one point, then you can forget about establishing any supremacy. Any, well, control, zone of control. Because at some point your bases will run dry, out of food, out of ammunition. When it comes to modern warfare, or modern times, but when it comes to ancient times, food, supplies, basic needs, etc. Truly, transports are truly underappreciated. Okay, why the hell I have torpedo mode on? Now we're talking. Now it's better. Carthage, after repurposing their fleet into merchants, seeing the Romans build another fleet after the third storm. Yeah. Yeah, Carthage had it rough. You need dedicated transport ships kits. Exactly. Hey, South Africa. Another. This is not African Gulf. Okay, 5.3. I hope it's 5.3, not 5.7. Or 6.0. Moffat. Frank Knox. Atlanta. Okay, 3 more people. Green Zygon. And we have 5.7. Or at least. Or 6.0. Still have to see what the enemy navy has. And if I'm talking less about, well, characters, ancient history, I'm sorry, but I am truly ignorant there. Well, ignorant might be a big word, but ancient history was never my main point of interest, and, well, I know a bit, but I'm more focused on 16th, 17th century than World War II and early Cold War times. When it comes to that. Yep, another 5.7. Probably another 6.0 even. Let's see the Roman versus Carthage fleet battle history. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Imagine not giving up after 2 storms destroy your fleet. Yeah. Romans were... Romans. Those were... weird, different people. But if you are interested, then you might well, I don't know. You might check out Battle of Oliva, which is pretty funny, considering it was the only major Polish naval battle against Swedes, and hey, we won that. It was during the deluge. But what do you think about the Santissima Trinidad? First, I would have to check what this is. Because, forgive my ignorance, but I have no idea what that is. Okay, that's Yugura. The ship. Santissima Trinidad de Cuba. Or not, Santissima Trinidad. Ah, the biggest warship in the entire world. Okay. First rate 130 guns. 136 even. Or wait, 136, then for... Okay, addition 140, 130, 136. Yamato of the Age of Sail, to be honest. Kinda, but... well, from what I'm reading, it's about... well, Yamato was more successful than... more successful design than Santissima Trinidad. What I'm... okay, the weight of high placed armament, the kinda bad lines of the hull, sluggish, not agile, called El Ponderoso. Okay. We tried upscaling it. Yeah, I'm reading about that. Oh, interesting. Not worth it. Yeah, for sure. It's always not worth it when you are adding more to the top of your ship. Japan learned that on Mogami class. If you wanna learn about interesting facts, completely not connected with naval history or anything like that, read or watch a documentary about how should you pronounce that? In English, okay, there is no English name for that, but about Dimitriada. The Dimitrates, I don't know how to call it because it's about it's a name based off the name of the pretender, Dimitr. I'll just write it on the chat because it's easier. Maybe there is something in England, in English language for that. The true and only the one and only true part in or time in history when Russia capitulated. Russia and Moscow was occupied, and only because our ruler was stupid enough, we didn't keep that. Not Napoleon. Okay, Drakin Evil, of course. Of course everyone watches Drakin Evil. I also watch the Animarchy channel. If I want to get nice anime waifus alongside my naval history. But yeah, Dimitriades. the only time where Russia was conquered. Not by Napoleon, not by Germany, but by Poles. And we don't even have to fight for it. They just gave it to us. And that's what Russia truly wants you to forget about. Worth remembering, not gonna lie. Yeah. Jackie Naval, for sure. I've been watching him for ages. Animarchy, I recently found out about him when I was recommended the 3-hour-long interview with Jackie Naval. And then I was like, interesting. Anything related to Poland history wants to forget, but I won't. Oh, thank you. Well, not anything, but I would say it's more of like I love Animarchy, yeah. It's more of like people think of Poland history only in terms of modern history, so in the general view we got our asses clapped by Germany, which is pretty debatable. Then we were occupied. People don't even know that we never surrendered or we never signed an act of capitulation, so we were only occupied by Germany and Soviet Union. Not like, for example, France, etc. Merci series motivated me to play the early BF 109 and jeez, I got 3.2 KD. Early 109s are fun. I mean, a lot of early planes are fun. Early Zeros, Key 43, Hurricane, Mark 1. I don't like the Spitfire. The early Spitfires are kinda in my opinion. You can make them work, but the carburetor makes them really not worth playing. I was trying to tell people about Poland. Well, would you look at that? Skimo rocking a Polish decal. That's when we were talking about Poland. Yeah. I mean, the fighting they did, but they won't listen. Yeah, it's too angry to accept the facts. Yeah, like, kinda, they don't talk a lot about Spain besides, oh no, Spain, the bad colonial empire. Yeah, but then what about before the colonial empire? What about during the colonial empire, but the internal affairs, not the colonial stuff that was happening? So the 30 Years' War, the involvement in the, well, the Holy Leagues. A lot of stuff that they don't talk about, but it's just what it is. Not gonna lie. You guys had Habsburgs, and sorry, but this is the pretty funny part. Same year we got to America, we finished 800-year war in our own terrain. Yeah, If I recall correctly, it was around the time when the Reconquista finished. Something like that. The Reconquista and the... Yeah. The Reconquista, the final push of the Andalusia. Granada, if you wanna call it. Out of the Iberian Peninsula. What's everyone in the Americas had signed to be there? Yeah, true. They were the same leaders as before, but under Spanish flag. Truly, when you start reading more about history, then a lot of facts are starting to be portrayed different than the public opinion. Like, well, I can't say a lot on YouTube, but, well, there is a lot to talk about when it comes to certain ideologies of early modern times. A lot of things that are way different than the public opinion portrays them. What's a... God damn it. Kako should not... Okay. But most of the gold from America, we spend it on hospitals and universities there. Yeah, like... Not saying... No one is saying that Golden Fleet was only to fill up the greedy plantators and royals. That's for sure not. Cool. What you know? People are saying stuff. The general, sadly, that's our stereotype. Well, your stereotype is completely different here. Because, well, I will admit you don't have a good stereotype in Poland. You have good stereotype within when it comes to Polish girls. That's what I have to say. But well, stereotypes are how should I say it? In most cases, stereotypes are untrue and, well, kinda derogative. Poles are thieves, Poles are alcoholics, and, well, so I try to defend minor countries in history such as Poland, because I understand having bad stereotype in a history. Yeah, then here I would argue with you about the minor country in history. Because, sorry, not... So I will have luck with Polish girls. Yeah, sure. If you have the typical Spanish slash Latino type of appearance, you speak Spanish, your accent, etc., Polish girls are yours. Just wait until Erasmus happens. But yeah, I'm gonna like disagree with you and argue a bit because Poland was not a minor country throughout history, just like Spain wasn't for a long time. Spain being the colonial empire of its times, and without saying minor, yeah, but no hard feelings. I have black hair and brown eyes. Good enough. Yeah. Get that tan skin ready and come here. But yeah, just like Spain was the empire of its times, the colonial empire. Almost all the South America, Central America, etc. Poland was the biggest country in Central Europe. Don't count Holy Roman Empire because this was truly an amalgamation of principalities, free cities, etc., with one emperor uniting, quote unquote. And having half of the Eastern Europe, almost half of the Central Europe, a bit land in the southern states with the principalities of Moldova, etc. Bit of the bit parts of well, Wallachia or Transylvania. I wouldn't say Poland was minor. Poland had one of the biggest economies on the whole world around mid 16th century, around something like that. The 1700, something like that. Yeah, meant minor due to most people only interested in World War II. Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. That I can agree that we were the minor country. When it comes to World War II, yes, we were the minor country. Quite loud, but minor. And, well, not gonna lie. There's really a lot of minor country history that Tsuno, haha, 1939, blah 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 and stuff, and them not counting Piorun partisans, Warsaw Uprising, foreign divisions, etc. Yeah, exactly. Well, Warsaw Uprising is counted, but in more like, oh, it happened, etc., etc. Yeah, but we had the biggest organized resistance without Polish, the Gundlach periscope. That was the first periscope that allowed tanks to tank commanders to observe the surroundings in 360 degrees without turning, etc. Poland was the first country to employ and invent the not mine layer, the mine detector. So really a lot of things that, well, I'm talking about Poland, but Well, there's Romania, there's Bulgaria, there's well, minor axis, there's Czechoslovakia, Greece. All those Tiger 1s documentaries are more deadly to the brain than drugs at this point. Yeah, History Channel, am I right? Tiger 1 was a good design, but carried out by not so good execution of the design. I'm not saying that Tiger 1 was a bad idea, because, well, the heavy breakthrough tank with good gun was needed for Germany. But to put all of their resources to that, to develop bigger and bigger with even more overcomplicated systems, yeah, no, that's where it went wrong. Because when you compare to that, okay, so you have Tiger, then you have IS-1 or IS-2, then you have Churchills, then you have Jumbos. Pretty much every major nation invested in heavy tanks. Just Germans were the ones that truly overdid themselves, because, well, not really, how should I say it? They overcomplicated stuff. Okay, that's the nice way to put it. Okay. I've always been a Stuk defender. Stuk as an assault gun was a good idea. But, well, I don't think that it was Germany could not win the war by Stuks, but could prevent lots of lost resources with them. Germany could not win the war in the first place, with or without Stugs, with or without Tigers, Wunderwaffe, etc. Because just like Japan, the war was never wanted by Germans. Germany just behaved like, okay, so we got Austria, we got Sudetenland, we got Czechoslovakia. Okay, and now somehow Poland refused. Oh well, we're going to war. And they went to war with allies. If they focused only on allies, then maybe they wouldn't win, but they would probably prolong the war long enough for the allies to consider peace treaties, etc. But, well, they went for the Soviet Union, that was their demise. I'm not saying that they didn't made a part by that, but the Great Patriotic War was great only in name. Let's say it like that, because Western Front compared to the Eastern Front was like a children with toys playing in kindergarten. Like we didn't enter. Yeah, it's not like you had a country demolished by a civil war and just started to recover from that. Yeah, not truly. No, no, no. And yeah, say what you want, but that was a really good decision on Franco's side to, well, not involve himself and the Spain with Germany, nor with allies. Because besides, well, the winners or the countries that were far enough or well, secure enough, so UK sent volunteers that did very well and only fought against the Soviets. They signed to fight the Soviets, not Americans. Yeah, yeah. Some of them were fascists that just wanted more from the Civil War. Yeah, true. There is something like that, soldiers, the experienced soldiers, the rest were Republicans trying to clear their names. Oh yeah, that I can understand too. But there truly is something about the soldiers that when you read or hear about why a lot of soldiers were just or are just going on another missions, a lot of them. And turns out when you go to the statistics, etc., you cannot say how much of the percentage, and so those soldiers that want to rejoin the missions like modern times or so Afghanistan or the war that is currently happening in Ukraine were the guys that killed someone before. Most of the people that didn't see any combat or saw combat but, well, kept their senses, came out clean, whatever you wanna call it, they are good after first service. That's why there's a saying that only see the Battle of Krasny Bor, under-equipped and under-strength, they somehow won. I'm still wondering because there is no possibility. There is way, because there's always a way. See the Ardennes battle, or the defense of Ardennes by, I think it was by Belgians. Yeah, by Belgians. Whoops. I hit the juice bottle. See the defense of Ardennes. They were under-equipped, under-strength against Germans, but they still somehow defend themselves. I could call it a win because they held long enough that, well, they stopped the German advance. That they won. Of course, they lost in general because you can't just keep going on and on and on and on, because against what seems like a limitless horde. But in terms of tactical, it was a strategic victory for Germany, but tactical victory for Belgians. Miracles happen, as they say. Okay, Kerch is down, now time for Żelezniaków. Okay, maybe not, maybe... Haha. Okay, maybe let's... Battle of Samar. Oh, okay, I haven't heard about Samar. Have to read about that. Extend my knowledge of the Eastern Front a bit more. The ship should have sank from the weight of the balls from the captains. Okay, now you interest me. Now you got my... You had my curiosity, now you have my attention. After the stream I will go and read about that. A flash charging against a 4 Japanese will be... Okay. With them being Yamato. So that was during the Operation Tengo. Okay. Okay, good to know. Sorry, but I only remember the the Japanese name of the operation. 1v7 squad of Japanese destroyers and light cruisers and win. How the fuck you do it? This is called having a lucky dispersion. I don't even know where I'm going right now. I'm just like, okay, going straight. Maybe I should turn into B. Finally. And circle around this small island. 3 Fletchers and 1 DE. Oh, okay. Battle of Samar. If you remember the name. Yeah, not gonna lie, World War II has or had some truly... The wrecks were discovered this summer. I think they are the deepest military wrecks for military history. Oh, that! Oh, yeah. I've heard something about the discovery of wrecks there. There's a video on it. Okay. Yeah. When it comes to that, World War II really had some crazy, should I say it, crazy actions when it comes to naval. Okay, I missed, but fuck, I was just a second too late. A lot of Muppets are not good for my health. Oh, the reverse card, yeah. Basically. Okay. Luckily enough, maybe my plane will go to A. Can cap something.
We've captured most of the strategic zones.
Sure you did, sure you did. Do I love the naval voices? Yeah. They really did a good job with overhauling the voices. Truly something that I can commend Gaijin on. Finally, the voices are realistic, full, not good. I don't know how to... Okay, they feel complete. The only thing that I would really like to see more is more communication between the crew. Maybe not a chatter, but heard here and there, but something in terms of more confirmation. I don't know, a simple fire when it comes to I don't know. German ones give me Das Boot vibes. Maybe something like, I don't know, all guns on target, fire at will, something like that. I don't know, just from the top of my head. Something like that would be cool when you target and start shooting. And right now, I gotta say that my favorite voices have to be Italian. Because, well, you can say what you want. Germans saying cool, Brits and well, Soviets sounding Soviets, Japanese sounding like professional, etc. But Italians, they have this spark, like they are like everything is exciting. Exactly. They're like, wow, we're shooting. Wow, we're going right. We're going left. Wow, Captain, you're awesome. Hey, we sink a target. This is truly something that I really enjoy about those guys. Let me just, for example, in the test sail, I think we can hear a little. Because this is truly...
Tutti ai posti di combattimento. Bersaglio individuato. Barca.
Okay, shh.
Motori a massima velocità. Posti di combattimento. Nemico avvistato. Nemico colpito. Tutto a tribordo. Sì, signore. Timone a mezza nave. Timone a mezza nave. Sì, signore. Bersaglio. Distrutto.
No. The guy is just happy. It's not like, okay, we sink a vessel, good job. This is like, haha, something distrutto. Fucking hell.
Nemico colpito. Timone a tribordo.
Truly, like, motivates me to grind Italy. Exactly. I'm like, okay, maybe grinding Italy is not such a bad idea right now with those voices. Distrutto. Come on, if when they why they so happy when they have their ship. Yeah, exactly. They're like, yeah, we're on a trip. We're like, we're gonna sink some ships. We're gonna be in the battle. We're gonna be useful. Truly, Italy. I feel like they are after one or two bottle of wine with that. But yeah. Okay, the 3 hour mark passed. So I think this will be the end for today. I'm gonna probably okay, and okay, 12:30. Okay, I might just hop on later and finish grinding for the Mark of Distinction. But for now, I thank you all for joining. I thank you all for watching, commenting, lurking around. I appreciate all of you guys who came to visit. And like I said, tomorrow, or for some people today, the same time as this stream, so midnight GMT +1 or 1 a.m. GMT. And I don't know what is the Pacific time, but you figure something out, Americans. There's gonna be a Tarkov stream, trying grinding for better weapons, exploring new map, etc, etc. But anyhow, oh, time to go to the top tier, I think. No, I am not going to top tier. Truly, this is something that I will not do after the event ends. So basically until next week. And until next week, I'm not touching the top tier. Didn't know anyone played Naval. Well, you have whole squadrons focused solely or mainly on Naval. You have people grinding Naval, and there is quite a few people, I think. Probably from around those 86,000 online, probably like 10 to 15,000 are playing Naval right now. Naval is a big part, not as big as Ground, probably. Kind of the Battle Pass task with Zippo was pain. Yeah, Zippo is painful ship. I'm Battle Pass level 26, so I'm not even talking about that because I'm after, I think it was the second Battle Pass, the rewards are not for me, truly not worth it, because I don't want another Chapayev, I don't want another, what's it called? I think it was, I think it was something, but I forgot a lot of the rewards were coastal vessels, which I don't play right now. I want to focus on finishing my blue water fleet trees. At things like Voroshilov, things like some things like that. They are just not for me. I decided, yeah, no, not worth it. If there is Detroit, oh, Detroit, yeah, of course. How could I forget about Detroit? The another Omaha class. Again, another copy paste. Oh yeah, I forgot because I don't have it here. I have. No, that's Newport News, and that's Yugura. The best coastal vessel at the moment is the USS Douglas. USS Douglas and I would say SKR-7. These are the best currently. SKR-7 because it's the annoying piece of shit, because, well, it's the 476 AK-726 guns are just pain in the ass, and they are pretty good at 4.3, even up, for the up tiers. And Douglas, yeah, Douglas is quite good. I don't think anything can match and top that too. But yeah, as long as Gaijin is bringing up another not interesting copy paste, at least not interesting for me, because there might be some copy paste that I am interested in. Maybe, who knows? I think I'll be skipping another and another battle pass. Not worth grinding, in my opinion. And the fact that they made the tasks timed when I don't have that much time playing War Thunder, because I kid you may believe it or not, I don't play only War Thunder. I play a lot of games in my spare time, single player games, so not things I'm currently recording because, well, my channel is not about that. Trust me, I tried. But yeah, splitting even more time, dedicating even more time to War Thunder, grinding tasks that I think are mundane and I think that they are not worth the reward. Spending what? 16, okay, let's say 15, 14 euros to buy myself Golden Eagles for Battle Pass. Yeah. Nah, not worth it. But okay, because I'm gonna start talking, and then probably start playing again. Okay, thank you all for joining. As I said, next midnight GMT +1. I'm gonna check that. GMT +1 to CET. No, not CET. Fuck. PST, Pacific Standard Time. Okay, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard, so 4 p.m. PST, there's gonna be a Tarkov stream, and I'll see you there tomorrow. Thank you again for joining, for watching. If you want, leave a like, leave a dislike if you want, because why not? If you want to comment what I should improve or not, audio, video quality, fuck it, whatever, you name it, you have it. If you want to, leave a subscription to be notified too about my other videos and streams. And right now, I hope you have a beautiful day, night, evening, or an afternoon wherever you are. This was Anaventer, out, see you tomorrow.